Well, we've got sunshine today, some light snow still in northeastern Minnesota. We continue our upward climb, and temperatures this week will melt the little snow we have left, and we're missing a big storm to the south, but next week the pattern becomes more active again. Rain and snow could be back in Minnesota. So we've got this weak clipper system that really just brought us some clouds here in southern Minnesota earlier in the day, but is producing some light snow still in the northeastern part of the state and keeping the clouds there today too. This is just what we call a short wave, or a little basically miniature cool front in the upper levels of the atmosphere. It creates a little spin and didn't do much. A couple tenths of an inch of snow through 7 a.m. Now we'll add to these totals a little bit, but pretty much everywhere in northern Minnesota we'll see under a half inch in total of snow. And of course further south, just some of those early morning clouds. So here's lunchtime, still a few of those flurries or light snow showers up on the Iron Range and into the Arrowhead, probably right through the late afternoon. But otherwise, we'll continue to see clearing from southwest to northeast. We're already in the sun here in southern Minnesota. Northeastern Minnesota probably hang on to the clouds through the day today. And we'll have pretty much sunshine, I think, statewide tomorrow. So a nice Wednesday and some milder temperatures too. Where they will have the clouds and some of that fresh snow, a little cooler, upper 20s in northwestern and northeastern Minnesota, but mid to upper 30s here in southern Minnesota, closer to 40 tomorrow, and above freezing pretty much across the state tomorrow, and we'll stay there right through the weekend. Looks like we'll be at or above normal temperatures. We're still looking at that storm system Thursday developing to our south. Most models keep us dry in Minnesota, but there is the chance of maybe a few light rain showers or some drizzle. So this is the North American model. It's the most aggressive. We're talking 200ths of an inch. So it's not that the precip will be an issue, but if we get a little drizzle early in the morning when it's below freezing, there might be a little freezing drizzle. So that's the only thing to really watch out for on Thursday. Again, it's a slim chance at this point, just one model doing that. Otherwise, it will be mild. We'll be above freezing, upper 30s by the afternoon. And just a reminder, just like pretty much all times of the year, Thanksgiving is getting warmer, 4.5 degrees warmer in the last 50 years. And a big range, anywhere from 18 below to 62. 'Tis the season where the temperatures really can vary. Now Saturday looks to be the peak of our heat. European model still the most aggressive, well into the 40s, maybe 50 degrees in southwestern Minnesota. Even the Twin Cities, I think we have an outside shot at 50 on Saturday. And then next week becomes more active again after a quiet week this week. Moisture is surging north from the Gulf of Mexico, so we'll have that going for us. And then an upper level low coming through that's going to develop a storm system somewhere here in the central U.S. So here's 4 different models, all doing the same thing. Now it's going to be one of those storms where every mile matters on the track, because there's going to be enough of that warm air around. You need the warm air and moisture to produce a big storm, but you want to be on the cold side of it to get all snow, unless you don't, of course. So that's why we get a varying picture of different snowfall scenarios. Now this is the middle of next week, probably around Wednesday, our last day of November. Could go out with a bang for some of us. Now this is showing temperatures aloft from the European model, and I've put this yellow dashed line here. This is the freezing line. Temperatures about 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 feet up, and you can see southeastern Minnesota, including the Twin Cities, we're on the warm side of that. So that's why it could be a little interesting for the middle of next week. Something to watch. It's still a week away. A lot can happen, but it's really the only weather to talk about here, other than, again, that sprinkle or flurry chance on Thanksgiving, but all the while pretty mild. Look at these temperatures. Normal high is 37. We're going to be above that most of the next several days. So making a little progress from that cold snap we had last week.